Yeah, you know what time it is? Skol Gang, 365, let's go! Hosted by D-Roy, we run this town. Money at police vibe, ain't no backing down. Step in the zone where the energy's live. Skol Gang representing, we ready to thrive. With Colin by my side, we dropping the facts. No cap in our game, you know we never relax. From the north to the south, we spreading the word. Viking news, rumors, everything heard. Got the purple pride, yeah we wear it bold. In the rap game, man, we breaking the mold. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers too, we keep on rising. Skol Gang is here, yeah we staying true. Get all your Viking news and rumors here first. Crew. Streets of Minneapolis, we making it clear. D-Roy.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Welcome everyone to Skol Gang 365. I'm your host, Darren Ryan. Welcome. And some interesting news lately, talking about the Minnesota Vikings. Good evening. Talking about the Minnesota Vikings GM spot, which is very interesting, considering we still don't have a GM, and we're approaching OTAs. And that, for me, is kind of concerning, considering that they are now holding second-day interviews. Apparently things didn't go how they planned for the first interviews, and now they're in the second stages of interviews. But good thing is, the Minnesota Vikings had narrowed down the options. And I'm about to pull it up. All right, so sources to NFL and NBC. Vikings have requested in-person second round of interviews. So people who didn't make the cut after the first wave are not on that list. So they did not like the rest of the people. They're now in the second stage where they have 5 candidates. First one is the Vikings interim general manager right now, Rob Brzezinski, who is the Vikings cap guy. Second is the assistant general manager in Denver, Reed Burchart. Then we go with Buffalo, assistant general manager Terrence Gray. The Rams guy, who I've been talking about, who I would not mind, assistant general manager John McKay, and Seattle Seahawks assistant general manager Nolan Teasley. These are the 5 individuals who they've narrowed the search down for the next GM. I'm hoping and praying for McKay. Hoping for McKay. He just seems like the better fit on this list. Also, he is very familiar with Kevin O'Connell. So, that being said, whatever, say, O'Connell needs to flourish with the Vikings, I think McKay can get it done, considering the strings he was able to pull sitting behind the general manager in Los Angeles. So you already know that he's learning or has learned and should automatically know what's at stake for him being a GM. So to me, right now, I'd say out of this list, the two people that I'd watch the most on this list, if I'm a Viking fan, is the Rams assistant general manager John McKay and Seahawks assistant general manager Nolan Teasley. These two right here, coming out of situations where both teams have hoisted a Lombardi trophy, I would be very, very focused and vigilant, considering that these two possibly could be the next Vikings GM. And if one of these two become the next Vikings GM, I just think as a Vikings fan, this puts the Vikings in a very, very good situation. So, two names on this list, I think, could be the next Vikings GM. John McKay and Nolan Teasley. Without a doubt. Actually kind of surprised that we were talking like a week or two ago on here. The Colts guy didn't make the cut. Really shocking that the Eagles guy who recently had got let go, he didn't make the cut. And there was a guy in here for the on the list a while ago for the Detroit Lions, and they're like, no, fuck you. So they narrowed it down. And these two names right here, McKay and Teasley, are really big eye openers for me. And then, with the Minnesota Vikings having the draft that they had this year, which realistically was not too bad. My only concerns right now with this team is, what are we going to do with edge at the third level behind Van Ginkel and Dallas Turner? Obviously, they didn't have a plan when sending out Grenard, so now you're stuck with Batty and Richter as either your third option, and both of those guys being practice squad guys. I'm not sold on one of those guys being a third option. And if I'm the Vikings, I bring in a veteran edge pass rusher like Von Miller, Jadeveon Clowney. Right now, there's talks right now with the Arizona Cardinals that Sweat is now holding out of OTAs, considering that he went to Arizona because of John Gannon going there, and now John Gannon is out. He's having problems now. He's in the second year of a $72 million contract, and he's already frustrated with the Cardinals. This is possibly another guy I'd be watching out for. He's already making money, and he's owed money from the Cardinals. I would not be surprised if this could be a guy that the Vikings reel in on a 1-year vet minimum, considering that he is making shit tons of money with the Cardinals right now. So I'd be looking out for Josh Sweat. And you put him in the room with Van Ginkel and Dallas Turner. That is an edge room on steroids. Like we already thought it was like that with Turner, Gernard, and Van Ginkel, which last season, Gernard essentially did not have that great of a year compared to the season before. But you're talking about a guy like Josh Sweat who had good numbers last year. And if he comes into a situation where he's taking a vet minimum to play with Brian Flores in this system, man, that's tough for any offense to prepare for, because Brian Flores is the type of guy where you think you have that defense scouted, but he's doing so much like trick stuff. He's making substitutions at the right time. You cannot plan for a defense like this unless you're trying to run up the Vikings' gut, which essentially on paper the Vikings had already went out and established interior defensive line this offseason. But considering that it is on paper, we still have yet to see what this product can do on the field. If Caleb Banks, if he's good to go and doesn't have any foot issues and stuff like that, and he's able to remain healthy throughout the season, from camp through preseason into regular season, and he's able to mesh well with Big Citrus, Dominique Orange, and he's able to gel well with Jalen Redmond and Levi Drake Rodriguez, then it's safe to say that the Vikings have an interior defensive line. Now, we have to watch camp, watch these OTAs to really figure out whether or not the Vikings made the right moves that they made in the draft. But me personally, I like that guy Golday, and I really like that safety out of Miami, Jacoby Thomas. I think those two players alone fit this Vikings defense the most. But you add in a juggernaut like Big Citrus, Dominique Orange, and a possibility of a healthy Caleb Banks. Man, it just, looking at it from paper and then seeing the possibility that it could have, you're talking about a gold standard defense. And the Vikings have, since Brian Flores has come into Minnesota, the Vikings have remained and had a dominant defense. And I really don't think that they drop off that much this year. And if I'm going to put out on speculation, I think the Vikings improve and they rise up the ranking of and go up further than what they had last season. I think you look at this defense on paper, this defense right now, it has the possibility to be top 3, top 2 right now in the league. Instant. But again, this is all on paper. This is all speculation. But I'm saying right now, these guys make it out of OTAs. They make it through preseason. And these guys are showing that they can be starters on this defense. In my opinion, the Vikings aced the draft defensively. If these guys can make it, look out. Look out. I mean, when the draft, I'll admit, when the draft first went down, I was skeptical. I'm like, why are we drafting this guy, Caleb Banks, at 18? He's had injury history in college, and was not able to play a full set of seasons. That kind of bothered me a little bit, considering the Vikings' injury history in the trenches, whether it's offense or defense. That bothered me, and I'm sitting here, I'm looking, and I'm like, you know what? If he's able to bounce back, and they're able to get him healthy, and they're able to get him gelled with these other guys that they had drafted, this defense has, like I said, has the possibility of being top 3, top 2. Has possibility of being an anchor. And this all falls back on whether Caleb Banks can be healthy. If he can be healthy, and these guys can prove to be weapons of mass destruction for this defense, look out. And if you haven't already looked at tape on these guys and like highlight reels and stuff like that, I would suggest checking out reels, highlights of Caleb Banks, Dominique Orange, Jake Galday, and Kobe Thomas. Like, these guys are dogs. And it had Brian Flores all over it. This had the makings of Brian Flores picked these guys. I like drew right out of the basket. Like, I want this guy. Like, he can tell, like, he already did the scouting. As soon as these guys fell to where they were going to get picked, Flores automatically pulled the trigger. Like, this guy. So I'm excited. This is the first time in a very, very long time I've been excited about a Vikings defense. Last time I was like stoked, like super stoked on a Vikings defense was 2017. All right. That season we ended up getting to the NFC 2016-2017 season. We ended up getting to the championship. No. It fell apart. But before it fell apart, that regular season, the Vikings were killing it. And before that was 2009, in my opinion, when Brad Childress was the head coach. That Vikings defense was on steroids for the trenches. That front seven that the Vikings had in 2009 was just fucking absolutely nasty. And again, for some odd reason, Brett Favre, instead of, taking the knee and setting up Longwell, he decides to throw a costly pick. Also did not help that he was getting the absolute shit beat out of him the whole game. But yeah, those two seasons were the last times I was like super stoked about a Vikings defense. And if these guys that we drafted are able to show me that they have all the makings of being starters in this Brian Flores front seven, then count me in. Count me in. Also, with the Vikings schedule, if these guys can play well and also be set up well with their schedule, Vikings really are going to have a good chance. Bear with me here. All right, so we open up week 1. We got at home against the Packers. All right. That's got 3:25 Central Standard Time. I got the Vikings winning. I got the Vikings splitting. So I got us winning at home against Green Bay. Week 2 on the road at Chicago. Like I said, I got the Vikings splitting with the division, so I give the Bears that win. Vikings are 1-1. Vikings go on the road at Tampa, 3:05 Eastern Time. Oh no, 4:05 Eastern Time, 3:05 Central Standard Time. I got the Vikings beating Tampa Bay. No Mike Evans. I got the Vikings beating Tampa. At home against Miami. Vikings are 2-1 right now. Give me the Vikings 3-1. They beat Miami. Week 5, Vikings at New Orleans. Give me the Vikings. I got the Vikings beating the Saints. Fuck the Saints. Cheating bastards. So Vikings are 4-1 going into the bye. Come off the bye. They got a noon game at home against Indianapolis. The Vikings win. The Vikings are 5-1. Week 8, Vikings go to Detroit. Vikings lose that. Vikings are 5-2. Vikings bounce back. Week 9 at home against Buffalo. The crowd noise, the Vikings defense plays a big factor. That is a night game. Give me the Vikings at home against Buffalo. Vikings are 6-2. Vikings go to Green Bay. The Vikings lose. Like I said, I got the Vikings splitting. Vikings are 6-3. Week 11 at home against San Fran. Oh, it's technically a home game in Mexico City. This is a night game. Give me the Vikings in Mexico City beating the Niners. Vikings are 7-3. Week 12 at home against Atlanta. Give me the Vikings 8-3. Week 13 versus the Panthers. Give me the Vikings 9-3. Week 14, the Vikings take a loss. This is a night game, prime time against the Pats. So Vikings lose that. Vikings week 15, I got us beating the Detroit Lions. Like I said, the Vikings are splitting. Beat the Lions, and then week 16 at home against Washington, Vikings win that. Week 17 at the Jets, that's a dub, and I got the Vikings beating the Bears to close it out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Hold on a minute. Bears are not fucking sweeping the Vikings. There's no way in fuck that you're sweeping the Vikings with the schedule that you got right now. One of the hardest schedules. There's no way in fuck that you're sweeping the Vikings. You need to be worried about that 9-8 schedule you got. You got that first place schedule this year, and that shit's gonna put you guys right back into the basement where you belong. You guys can beat us in Chicago week 2, but you're not fucking beating us week 18, dude. Stop. I'm the one that gave the fair one. I said we're splitting. I said Vikings are splitting with division rivals this year down the board. We beat you guys at home. You guys beat us away. Be realistic about schedules, not a homer, dude. So you think the Bears are going 6-0 in the division? Call sign? Is that what you're saying? No way. The schedule does fucking matter, dude. What are you talking about? The schedule doesn't matter. Schedule does matter. Considering the way they set up your schedule this year, oh yeah, it definitely should matter to you. Not head to head, yeah, okay, dude. Head to head in the division as rivals, that does matter. You know why it's going to matter is because likely out of all four of the teams in the NFC North, we're all going to be playing for the playoffs. So yes, head to head is going to matter, dude. Yeah, and you're splitting with the Vikings too. My God. Oh, I sure hope you're right, bro. Sure hope you're right. Oh man, you want to talk about this? What you got right here? Oh, can't make this up. You can't make this up. All right, y'all open up at Carolina. I'll give you guys the win. Week 2, you're at home against the Vikings. I said that the Vikings were going to lose that. So you're 2-0, right? Week 3, Monday Night Football. You got Philadelphia. That's a loss. Okay, you're 2-1. Week 4, your main win. You beat the Jets. You're 3-1, right? At Green Bay, you're 3-2. At Atlanta, 4-2. At home, New England, prime time, 4-3. All right. Week 8 at Seattle, 4-4. You're losing that too. All right. Tampa, you're at home. I think you pull off the win, 5-4. Then you go into the bye week. You come back. You got the Saints. You'll beat the Saints, 6-4. At Detroit, 6-5 on Thanksgiving. Then you got Jacksonville at home. Jacksonville's gonna beat that ass, right? You're losing that. Okay. Then you got at Miami, which I think you win that game. At Buffalo, no, Buffalo beating you. Um, Green Bay, Christmas at home. I'll give you the win. Week 17, at home. At home against Detroit, I'll give you the win. At Minnesota, Week 18, no, you lose to the Vikings, bro. Nah, fuck no. Yeah, so Man, I don't see it, dude. I mean, you're telling me that you're gonna have. Oh, I'm already saying that it's Kyler Murray. What makes you think it's gonna be JJ McCarthy? That's what I want to know. What makes you think it's JJ McCarthy? Considering the season that he had last year, I wouldn't put him back as QB1. Considering the circus that the Vikings had to deal with at the quarterback spot last season. I mean, they had a shuffle between the McCarthy, Wentz, and the undrafted rookie UDFA Max Brosmer, the quarterback, and you think it's going to be JJ McCarthy? Yeah, okay, dude.
Hello, everybody.
This Bear fan says that this guy call sign says that the Bears are sweeping the Vikings,
I doubt that.
and he says Murray isn't going to be our quarterback.
That's a possibility.
I don't see it being McCarthy after the circus that we had last year.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, McCarthy was bad, but I guess his record was decent. I
All right, so we got this Bears schedule pulled up right here,
Yep. Oh, it's
and
it's brutal.
everything I've said so far, he's disagreed with. I see the Bears have the hardest schedule right now in the NFC North out of all the teams. The Lions have the easiest schedule out of the teams in the North.
Yep.
Packers and the Vikings are in the middle. So it's not too bad, not too good. It's like right where they should be. But yeah, the Bears got the hardest fucking schedule. I mean, you start off week 1, you got Carolina.
I kind of agree with like
You
9
got
and 8.
you got the Vikings week 2.
Yep.
You
I
got
think
Philadelphia week 3. So those 3 games right there. And he's trying to tell me head to head division doesn't matter. It does,
it does. Yeah.
because all 4 of these teams are capable in this division of being playoff teams. So to me, both games against every team in the division, it matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got it easy week 4. They got the Jets.
Yeah, that should be a win.
Week 5, Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
That's gonna be tough.
Um,
Atlanta That's gonna be. I
Yeah.
think they win.
I mean, Parsons coming back. How effective Parsons could be back coming off the pup list in week 5?
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Week 6 at Atlanta. I'll give them Atlanta.
yeah, I think Atlanta's due
But
for a down
but
year.
but if they overlook Atlanta, I wouldn't be surprised if Bijan Robinson has a big game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. That's the only thing I
he's
would not count out is Bijan.
he's definitely a top 5 running back in the league.
Week 7 they got New England at home prime time.
At
I
home.
I got an L, and then
Yeah.
week 8 at Seattle prime time Monday Night Football L.
Yep.
Then week 9 they got Tampa Sunday Night Football prime time.
Hmm. That could go. That could be
Yeah,
50-50.
which I got them. I got them beating Tampa. No.
Yeah.
They don't have Mike Evans anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Then they get week 10 is their bye week. Then they then
Okay.
they then they come back. They got New Orleans,
That should be a win.
and then at Detroit Thanksgiving week 12.
Oh boy. Ah.
And then after that week 13 they got Jacksonville at home. I got them losing that. Week
Yeah.
week 14 at Miami, I got them winning.
Yeah, they should win that one.
Week 15 at Buffalo, I got them losing.
Yep. Yep.
Then week 16, they got Green Bay on Christmas Day.
I give them the win there against Green Bay.
Week
At
17
home.
week 17 at home against Detroit, I got them winning that.
Yeah.
Because they're out in the elements. Week
Yep.
18 at Minnesota, I got them losing.
Yep.
Week
So that's
week 2, they're at home against Minnesota. I had the Vikings losing to the Bears on the road.
so how many wins and losses is that?
I got them 9-8.
Yeah, I agree with that. 9-8 sounds pretty reasonable.
Oh, here he goes. We will smoke the Seahawks, dude. You're at home Monday night.
Oh,
You're away Monday night in Seattle, dude.
Seattle's not an easy place to play.
And
If it was in Chicago, maybe.
but you're in Seattle, dude.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, to me, the Bear ceiling is 10, but realistically, I think 9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to be Iceman in Seattle, dude. Stop. Caleb ain't going to be Iceman. Iceman.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the Bears over and under for wins and losses is, but I think ours is 8.5. I would take the over.
I pulled up the Vikings schedule. This is my prediction, right? So I got the Vikings splitting out of the blue. This is what I'm going to say. I got the Vikings splitting with the division. Okay, that means
all right.
I got the Vikings winning their home games against the division, and then I got us losing on the road. Automatically, that's out the window.
That's 3-3. Okay.
So 3-3 at Tampa.
At Tampa.
Week 3.
Boy.
Remember, no Mike Evans. Plus, you got to figure Tampa's defense too.
Yeah, their defense is not bad. Boy.
And it's it's a late afternoon game.
That's a toss up, I think.
Yeah, I can go either way. I got the Vikings winning that. I think that game goes down the wire.
Okay. Oh, here's the game I'm going to. Week 4.
I got the Vikings beating the Dolphins.
I think we handle the Dolphins.
Week 5 at the Saints. I got us winning.
Yep.
Week 6. We got an early bye week. Come
Yep.
off the bye week. Week 7, we got the Colts at home. I got us winning.
Yep. See, I'd rather have the bye week a little bit later, maybe around week 10 or week 11. But hey,
Week 9, Buffalo at home. I got us beating the Bills on prime time at home.
yeah,
I think that's one of the big games this year that we can win.
that game could be a possible shootout.
Yep. Week 11.
Green Bay.
The home. No, I
Oh,
already
yeah,
got
at Green
it.
Bay.
No, I already said that we lose
Oh,
at Green Bay.
oh yeah. Okay. San Francisco and Mexico.
Yeah, that's technically a home game. Home game for us.
That's no. That's
Yes, it is.
we're away.
It is. We're not at. So it
No, I
says
know,
here.
but I know, but it's listed as San Francisco is the home team.
Well, this is from the Vikings themselves. The
Oh,
schedule.
really? Okay.
So
Wow.
I got the Vikings winning in Mexico City against the Niners.
All right.
Then they're at home with Atlanta.
I think we take care of Atlanta.
Yep. Then we got Carolina at home the next week. I think that can go either way.
Yeah.
Then we're at New England.
Yeah.
That can go either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then week 16 we're at home against Washington.
I think we beat Washington, beat the
Then
Jets.
Beat the Jets, and then at home with the Bears.
So how many? That's what? See, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good talk, man. Good talk.
What's that? 10 wins?
10, 11 wins.
Yeah, 10 wins. 10 wins should get you into the playoffs.
Well, I mean, not nowadays, even nine games can get you in.
Yeah.
But it also depends on whether or not how the rest of the NFC does.
True.
Or how many teams get sent to the playoffs from each division.
I mean, remember last year the Panthers were what 7-9, and they made the playoffs, and we were 9-8 and didn't make the playoffs, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Hey, but they were in a shitty division.
Yep.
So
I think after the draft and offseason they had this year, I think the Panthers eclipsed. I think they get more than 7 this year. I think, and then because you got to think, Tampa's regressing.
Yeah, Tampa.
But you never count out Baker.
Yep, that's what I was just gonna say.
And then because Carolina is getting younger. Same with Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then Atlanta's now got a new coach and Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, that's good. That's an interesting.
That's gonna be an interesting situation. And you got
now. Who do you think wins the division? That division.
I think that comes down to Carolina and Tampa.
Tampa. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you risk having Tua as your QB1. I don't know. I'll have to go. And then the Saints are just going to be battling for that basement.
Yep. I just don't think I don't think the Saints are there that yet.
They haven't made enough progress yet, in my opinion, to even be considered to fighting for that division.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing. I mean, good. The thing about Carolina is that they can run the ball, and their defense is pretty solid. So,
and they're getting better with their passing too.
Yep. Yep.
I really like that receiver they got, McMillan.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna be interesting though for the Vikings is with all these moves that they made in the draft, what they did in the offseason, what's going to matter the most to me this year is whether or not this Vikings offensive line can be healthy. Which,
That's a big question.
and one of those people being Christian Darrisaw, the other being Brian O'Neill.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, we already know what to expect with Brandel, Fries, and Jackson. To me,
Yep.
it's both of those tackles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Both of them were not healthy last year.
Yeah.
And in other league news, Aaron Rodgers is saying that this is it after this season.
Yeah. I think he made a good decision.
A lot of people would say it should have been this season.
Oh, the past season. Oh, the past season, right?
He should have called it a quits this
Yeah.
offseason.
Yeah. This off. Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting if he does well this season. Because remember, he's reuniting with his old coach from Green Bay, Mike McCarthy.
Yep.
If they say the Steelers do well, and I mean you got changes are happening will happen this offseason with the Ravens. They lost their head coach.
Coach. Yep.
You had Bengals. They picked up Dexter Lawrence, which they needed a big piece in that
Yep.
in their interior of their defensive line.
Yep.
Then you had the stuff with the Ravens with Max Crosby with his
Yep.
injury. So who knows if Max is gonna be a Raven or not?
Yeah. As far as I know, he's still a Raider.
And then you got the Steelers is like the big question mark.
Yep.
And you got to remember, Mike Tomlin resigned, so now it's Mike McCarthy. And for those who don't know, Mike McCarthy is from Pittsburgh.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was very, very emotional after getting hired. It meant the world to him to be back home in Pittsburgh, since he's a Pittsburgh native.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up with the Steelers, and then now he gets to coach the team that he's watched
Yep.
since a kid.
Now, who do you think wins that division? A lot of people
I
are
think
saying the Bengals.
I think this is going to be a toss up.
Okay.
Browns obviously are not shit. That's why they didn't get mentioned. I think it's a 3-way toss up. You got the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if this was 2 years ago, I would have said that it was between the Steelers and the Ravens.
I mean, the Browns had a pretty interesting draft. Pretty good draft too.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be enough. I mean, your quarterback is still going to.
It's still
Suspect.
Sanders? It's still it's Sanders, right?
Yeah, unless he loses out to Gabriel or Watson.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Watson, he's just dog shit at this stage. Washed.
Yep. Yeah, he hasn't been the same since he
No.
left Texans.
And you need to put a massage parlor in Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Put a parlor in there for him, and he can get them to the playoffs like he did Houston. But yeah, I think the biggest team that could be on the rise to improve this year in the NFC North is the Lions.
Oh yeah.
They have the easiest schedule within the division.
They just need to stay healthy.
Yeah, just like the Vikings. I've said it time and time again with through this offseason so far. The biggest killer to all four teams in the NFC North is health.
Mm-hmm.
If these four teams can remain healthy and they can remain a unit and on the same page, then you got four good teams battling it out for the division.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
the biggest killer and the biggest downfall to these teams is going to be health. If you can't stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to have a big effect.
Yeah.
And with the Lions, that has been a big effect for them is health.
Yeah.
Same with the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
You could get two teams from the NFC North in the playoffs again, like last year.
yeah, I think you can easily get two.
Yeah.
But I think if you're the North, you're going to be trying to shoot for three
Yeah.
because I mean you got that right now with the NFC West. You got three playoff
Mhm.
teams, and that automatically puts them
Mhm.
ahead of everyone.
I know, because you got Seattle and you got the Rams that are going to be battling for first place in their division.
And then you got the Niners that don't really have to do anything but just to stay
In the mix.
stay
Yeah.
just stay in the mix.
Yeah.
The only goal for them is not to be terrible,
Yep. Yep.
and that's another team that just has to stay healthy.
Yep.
Niners statistically, if they're healthy, that's a dangerous team.
Oh yeah.
They just need McCaffrey to stay healthy, and they need Kittle to stay healthy, and they need Purdy healthy. They need Evans healthy,
Yeah.
and you got to think back when Evans was in Tampa, getting banged up every other season.
Yeah. Purdy's been this is you know this that Purdy's been injured every year he's been in the league.
Yep.
So that's a big question mark right there with the 49ers. Can Purdy stay healthy the whole year?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I forget who's their backup again.
Um,
I'm not sure
I'm,
exactly.
I'm not too sure. And then you got the NFC East. You got Philadelphia. You got
Yeah.
Dallas. You
Yeah.
got the Giants, and you got Washington.
A lot of people are saying that the Giants could make some noise.
Yep. New head coach. Good draft.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know too much about what they did in free agency.
Yeah, I don't think they did much in free agency.
But this is a good opportunity. They just need Neighbors healthy. They need Scat healthy.
Yep.
They need
Yep.
they need Dart to do
Can,
well.
yeah, can Dart take that next step though? That's the question.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm not sold on Dallas. Sorry, Dallas fans.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're going to put up a lot of points. Their offense is probably going to put up a lot of points, but I'm not sold on their defense. Washington, that's another team that needs to stay healthy. I mean, especially at the quarterback position with Daniels.
Yep. I think Philly wins their division.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess there's talk of AJ Brown being traded
Yep.
to I believe the Titans.
There's talks back to the Titans.
I believe it's the
Niners.
Titans.
Niners is one of the teams.
Yep.
And you also have the Chiefs as one of the teams.
Oh yeah, that's another. Yeah, I'll just the Chiefs because what's the name violated probation.
If he goes back to the Titans, that wide receiver room is going to be loaded.
Yeah.
You got Calvin Ridley. You got that kid they just drafted, Tate,
Tate. Yep.
and then you'll have AJ.
Yep. I kind of have I kind of have a sinking feeling that he's going to go to the Chiefs. This is a feeling
Yeah.
because what's his name? Rice he violated probation.
Or he ends up to a team like the Saints and
Yeah.
gets paired up with Chris Olave.
Yeah. That would be a scary matchup. Oof.
And then you got Tyler Shaw as their
Yep. As their quarterback. Yep.
which he isn't a bad quarterback. He just has to continue to improve himself.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, listening to Vikings podcast. As always, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, listening, watching, wherever you watch your podcasts at. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the viewership. Thank you for taking time out of your night to listen to us shoot the shit with each other. We will see you back here next Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time from Skol Gang 365. Hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed night.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.